Okay, all right. I'd like to call to order the August meeting of the Bloomington Board of Park Commissioners. And can we start with the roll call, please, Kim?
Yes. Kathleen Mills.
Here.
Israel Herrera.
Here.
Jim Whitlatch.
Here.
And Ellen Rocky is absent.
Okay. Yes, we do have a quorum. We have Jim here online. So first up, we have the consent calendar. As usual, just some regular things we see every month, and then also some smaller agreements. So do we have a motion to approve the consent calendar?
So I move to approve the consent calendar.
Okay.
Second?
All right, and
Second.
all those in favor?
Kathleen?
Oh.
We need to do a roll call.
We do for that? Okay.
Since we have one.
Oh, since we have, so for each item, okay. So roll call vote then of all those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
Okay. Motion is carried. And then next up in our Section B, public hearings and appearances, Emily Book gets to do all the fun things. Present the Bravo Award for this month to Madeline McKinney.
Not a lot of controversy over what I have to do, thankfully. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Emily Boot, Community Relations Coordinator, and we would like to recommend Madeline McKinney and Mad for My Dog for the August 2025 Bravo Award. I would like to recognize Madeline and her business, Mad for My Dog, with the August Bravo Award. As Bill works with them primarily at Drool in the Pool, so he was kind enough to do a little write-up that I would like to share with everyone. A little over 20 years ago, Parks and Recreation staff got the wild idea to create an event that allowed dogs into one of the city pools after the pool closed for this season. You now know this as Drool in the Pool. About this same time, Madeline McKinney had started a new dog-related business with training, grooming, dog sitting, and more services. Madeline had heard about Drool in the Pool and decided to promote her new business at the event. Since then, Drool in the Pool has become an event loved by both humans and dogs. We even celebrated its 20th anniversary at this year's event. Meanwhile, Mad for My Dog has become one of the best known and most trusted businesses for all dog services and products in the community and has been a vital part of the event ever since. For the past 9 years, Mad for My Dog has been an event partner for Drool in the Pool. In this partnership, Madeline and her business provide all of the prizes for the dog contests and have their staff provide assistance in the operation of the event. Because she and her staff are so knowledgeable about dogs and so well known by many of the attendees, they have become the unofficial dog experts at the event. This is especially true on the nights that Madeline attends. She has a keen eye for all things dog-related, and if any dogs are acting in a way they should not be, she is usually the first one to notice and is often on top of the situation with her staff, even before the event staff. Madeline and Mad for My Dog have been a key part of Drool in the Pool for many years, and park staff truly appreciates all that she and her staff have done for the event. In this 20th year, it's hard to imagine Drool in the Pool without Mad for My Dog. Madeline is on a trip, so she was unable to attend, but she passes along her thanks, and Larissa was kind enough to stop by as well as a representative for the event. So yeah, we really appreciate them at Drool in the Pool. It's always great to see them, and like Bill said, it seems like everybody there knows them. So yeah, we're very grateful for their support and partnership and looking forward to continuing it in the future.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Clarissa. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a few years since I've been to Drool in the Pool, but it's always a lot of fun, and it is kind of miraculous, all the dog interactions that go on there. Yeah. Oh, that's excellent. Okay, all right, and then next up, Rebecca Swift will have some retirement recognition for Dawn.
Yes,
Okay.
very bittersweet. Rebecca Swift with the Operations Development Division Director with Bloomington Parks and Rec. And I am here today to acknowledge Don Fodrell. After 28 years of dedicated service with the City of Bloomington Parks and Recreation Department, he has announced his plans of retirement effective September 19th. So we're getting ahead of it so we can make sure we all get to acknowledge Don. So I just wrote a little something because I know he doesn't want to say anything, but I want to say something. Don has been an essential part of our operations team, leading the charge, keeping our parks and facilities running smoothly. If you didn't know it, each summer, it is Don and his crew who make sure both city pools are up and running. who keeps the spray pad flowing and who troubleshoots electrical breakers before concerts in the park so every show can go on. Don has literally kept the lights on in every park facility along every trail, ensuring that our community can go on and enjoy safe and welcoming spaces year-round. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to Don on his well-earned retirement and offer our sincere gratitude for nearly 3 decades of service. His knowledge, reliability, and commitment to our mission will be greatly missed, and his contributions will continue to shine across our park system for years to come, including through our LED lights, which he is making sure that we are all fully converted, mostly. We'll leave AGB for your crew before his last days with us. So please join us in congratulating his remarkable career and wishing him the very best in the next chapter of his life. And I won't make you get up and say anything, Don, but we do have a little gift to send you off with. This is a commemorative clock that was actually made with wood from a tree that came down in seminary many years ago. You were probably around when that happened. And then ops staff made sure to get a little commemorative plaque on there for you, so just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you. and
you.
Congratulations, yes. All of that very important behind-the-scenes work. All right. Okay, and then into our Section C, Rebecca stays with us for the addendum with Aztec Engineering for the Powerline Trail Design Services.
Yes, so I'm recommending an approval of addendum with Aztec Engineering for the Powerline Trail development. We first contracted with Aztec back in 2020, and the process to get this trail developed has just been long going, and different changes in scope of work. Also additional plans required from Duke Energy in order to do their permit inspections. So just additional scope of work needed to be added, which resulted in more funds needing to be allocated to this project. So this is just a contract addendum to include additional funds needed to cover the scope of work. I am happy to answer any questions and cannot wait in order to talk to you about what contractor is going to help me build the Powerline Trail.
Okay. All right, any questions for Rebecca? Oh, I don't see any from Jim. Okay, so do we have a motion to approve this?
So I move to approve the addendum with Aztec Engineering for powering the Power Line Trail project.
Okay.
Second?
All right, and a roll call vote of all those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
Okay, motion is carried. And then Rebecca also has item C2, which is the agreement with E&B Paving for asphalt repairs at various park locations.
Yes, I am here to recommend an approval of the service agreement with E&B Paving for the asphalt repairs and enhancement projects. And this involves multiple city locations as included in the scope, including asphalt repairs at Miller Showers Park, redoing the entrance drive at Griffey Lake Nature Preserve, repairing the basketball courts at RCA, and doing some crack repairs on the tennis and pickleball courts, as well as putting in a new pedestrian walkway out at Rose Hill Cemetery to create an actual paved walkway where there's a new entrance where a car drove through many years ago.
Yes.
So yeah, E&B Paving, we did open this up as an invitation to bid, and E&B Paving came in as the lowest bidder, and which is great for us because we do have a great working relationship with E&B Paving, and they're very familiar with our sites. So looking forward to hopefully kicking this project off next month in September, and there will be periodic work sites happening throughout the rest of the year.
Okay. All right, any questions about this agreement with E&B Paving?
None from me.
Nope, okay. Do you want to make a motion
So
to?
I move to approve the contract with E&V Paving for asphalt repairs and enhancement projects.
Second?
All right, and a roll call vote of those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
Okay, motion's
Thank
carried.
you.
Thank you, Rebecca. And then in C3, Heidi will tell us about the approval of the Bird City USA application.
Hello, I am Heidi Shoemaker, the Natural Resources Coordinator for the City of Bloomington. And Bloomington was previously certified as a Bird City, Indiana, or Bird Town, Indiana. Back in 2016, the Monroe County Naturalist took on the lead of filling out the application and certifying the city and the county together at the same time. After her retirement, no one took on the recertification, so it's kind of sat idle for all of these years. And then the Sassafras Audubon Society reached out and asked if they supported the financial means of the application, if the Parks Department would put together all of the requirements for the application. This certification is similar to bicycle-friendly communities or Tree City communities where there are different standards that you have to meet. So to put together the application, we had to show that we were creating and protecting bird habitat, that we were reducing risks and threats to birds in our community, and that we were also educating and engaging citizens in our community about birds. And so after the completion of that application, we have been recertified, and that is valid through 2027.
Yes. Thank you for explaining the process there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you wore your bird pen.
I did.
Yes.
Thank you for noticing.
Okay.
So I move. Oh, any question, Jim?
No questions.
Okay, so I move to approve the redesignation as Bloomington Bird Town.
Second.
All right, and a roll call vote of those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
All right, motion carried. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
All right, and then Leslie Brenson is up next with the agreement with Cancer Support Community for Cancer Awareness Walk.
Good afternoon. Leslie Brinson, the Recreation Services Division Director. It's the first time I've said that, so that's exciting. I am here to recommend an approval of a partnership agreement with the Cancer Support Communities to deliver the Paint the Town Pink Breast Cancer Awareness event on Sunday, October 26, 2025. There's no money exchange in this partnership. This is the first year for an official partnership agreement with this organization. The Parks Department is happy to work with the Cancer Support Community Team to produce a great wellness event at Switchyard Park. The Parks Department will be responsible for the Survivor Walk, some family activities, and then providing the location of Switchyard Park. The Cancer Support Community will provide the resource fair program, activities, as well as all volunteers and marketing for the event. We are working closely with both the staff and the volunteer committee that's been put together as this long-standing event. This event started in combination with the Bloomington Farmers Market here at City Hall a long time ago, over 20 years. Took a little break after COVID. They are trying to revitalize the walk and the program, and we're happy to be a part of that. Happy to answer any questions.
No questions? Sounds good. All right, do you want to move?
I move to approve the partnership agreement with Cancer Support Communities.
Second.
All right, and a roll call vote of those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. All right, thank you, Leslie. And next up is Kevin in C5, the agreement with LRT for Banneker front step replacement.
Kevin Terrell, for the Program and Facility Coordinator for the Banneker Community Center. Here to recommend the approval of the bid of LRT Restoration Technologies to replace the historic limestone front steps at the Banneker Community Center within the parameters of the grantee of the project, which was the IDNR, Indiana Department of Natural Resources, the Division of the Historical Preservation and Archaeology. The grant funds will cover $22,500 of this, with the remaining $46,415 being covered by the Banneker Community Center non-reverting account. LRT submitted a quote during the RFQ process that started back in the early summer. Having now gained approval from this bid from the IDNR, who had to approve it, we would like to select them to do the replacement steps project at Banneker. I feel this is a much-needed project for the safety of the users of the community center, and it also will be conducted within the guidelines of the IDNR and within the spirit of the historical building that we are in. And with that, I'll answer any questions if I can.
All right.
No questions.
No,
So,
no. Yeah, go ahead.
I move to approve the bid for a Banneker Steps project to LRT Restoration Technologies.
Second?
Okay, and a roll call vote of those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
And then C6, Keto has the agreement with Hunger Skate Parks for some Cascade Skate Park repairs.
Good afternoon, Satoshi Kido from Sports Division. Staff recommends approval of the service agreement with Hunger Skate Parks. Hunger designed and constructed the skate park at the Switchyard Park and has a history of local and regional parks, and they are the expert when it comes to skate parks. The cost of this project is $14,000. Christy from the Hunger and I met at Upper Cascade Skate Park in June. Maintenance work including addressing major cracks and holes. Most repairs will require removal of existing patches, surface prep, and application of new patches and the sealing. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
So this is like repair or is it's expansion?
Yes, this is a repair for the concrete at the skate parks.
Yeah, no question.
Is this something that can be done, like in maybe colder weather when the skaters wouldn't be out, or does the concrete need some warmer weather?
The timeline for this project is sometimes in October.
Okay.
It's a concrete work, so we don't want to get into the cold weather.
Sure, okay, makes sense. Okay, all
No
right.
questions? from
Okay.
me.
So I move to approve the contract with Hunger Skate Parks for the skate park repair.
Okay.
Second?
All right, and a roll call vote of all those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
All right, thank you,
Thank you.
Keto.
Thank you.
And then C7, the last item in this section is Mark Sterner has the agreement with Bloomington Soccer for TLRC rentals.
Good afternoon, Mark Sterner, General Manager of the Twin Lakes Recreation Center. Today, I am recommending approval of our annual partnership with Bloomington Soccer. Providing approval, this will be the 17th year, which is shocking, but fantastic at that. Bloomington Soccer offers quality instructional programs for our youth in the community. In addition to that, they offer adult leagues, a variety of adult leagues. Just to highlight a couple of the main points associated with this partnership are that Bloomington Soccer receives reduced hourly rates based upon volume. That we also provide a nominal amount of storage that suffices for their program. Marketing to include our program guide and closed circuit television, and then scheduling priority per the parks policy. And I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. All right, any questions about this agreement with Bloomington Soccer?
No?
Nope. Okay.
So I move to approve the partnership agreement with Bloomington Soccer.
Second?
And a roll call vote of those in favor?
Kathleen Mills.
Aye.
Israel Herrera.
Aye.
Jim Whitlatch.
Aye.
All right, motion carried. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
And then in our section D, first up, Kido will return to give us the Bloomington Pickleball Club update.
Thank you. Satoshi Kido from the Sports Division. Dave Martin, Chair of the Board of the Bloomington Pickleball Club, will provide a brief update on the growth of pickleball in Bloomington community, the club's ongoing partnerships with the city and the current programming at RCA Park, and future facility needs based on increasing community demand. Dave?
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Dave Martin, Chair of the Bloomington Pickleball Club. Bloomington took an important step several years ago by building 4 courts at Switchyard Park. Shortly after, we saw another big win with 6 courts at RCA Park. Together, that gave us 10 permanent pickleball courts and the foundation of a strong community. But since then, despite explosive growth, we've been stuck at that same number for too long. Our partnership is not just about court time, it's also financial. The financial contributions of our club clearly demonstrate the community's involvement in city facilities. In 2023, the club paid the Parks and Rec Department $243, just getting started. $1,800 in 2024 and $1,320 already in 2025, with projected payments of $5,490 in 2026 if programming continues at its current pace. So nearly $3,400 in the 2 years, plus another $5,500 planned for next year. I also use ChatGPT to help me a little bit, so don't quote me exactly on those numbers, but I did run it through my financial guy, Kyle, the treasurer of our club. So we've contributed significantly financially, we believe, and that's just part of our partnership. Club paid improvements, $2,485 spent on windscreens, an additional $115 in 2023, and $115 in 2024 on court tape for lines. We put in a lot of money out of our club, and in-kind donations, volunteer times, volunteer 40 hours per ladder season, valued $25 an hour. We've estimated $9,000 worth of donated time in 2025 alone. So combined financial and in-kind support exceeds $15,000 since 2023. And we thank the department for its support, installing lights at RCA Park, replacing nets, and now scheduling crack repairs. Thank you. But while the community has grown to over 750 active players at least, Bloomington's courts have not grown with it. Switchyard's 4 courts are busy with casual open play, but not large enough for structured programs. RCA is our hub, but 6 courts can't handle the demand. On busy nights, 40 to 50 people compete for 24 slots, leaving many waiting. Cracks keep returning, patched every year. We've even brought in experts who showed us the cost and value of post-tension concrete. Neighboring communities, Greenwood has 27 courts. Columbus has 118 courts, including indoor and outdoor. Bloomington risks falling behind. We've fallen behind. So tonight, we're asking the board to help Bloomington take the next step, expand RCA Park, convert the remaining tennis courts to pickleball by spring 2026, include pickleball facilities in the 5-year parks plan, and continue responsive maintenance and information sharing. Lighting, crack repairs, nets. Our club has done everything asked of us, organized programs, paid fees, provided equipment, and built the community. Now we ask the city to match our effort with real investment in facilities. So Bloomington has the players, the passion, and the foundation. With your support, we can make RCA Park and Bloomington a regional leader in pickleball. Thank you for your partnership and helping us take the next step.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Matt would also like to say something.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll keep it very brief.
Okay.
Yes, I think Dave did an excellent job. I'm also an active pickleball player. I began 9 years ago. My son was 10 years old when we started together. My son's now on the IU pickleball team. So, I mean, I have a lot personally invested in pickleball. I've enjoyed it a lot, and my son's now a very high-ranked player. I just ask that you help us, help the city, because if we get the additional courts, so the 2 tennis courts can be converted into 6 courts, 6 permanent pickleball courts. If we have that, then we'll hold tournaments and we'll maintain the courts ourselves. The city won't have to lay out the money each year for maintenance. We'll take that out of court funds, out of club funds. So, we're not able to do that with 6 courts, but we absolutely will be able to do that with 12. So we want to be able to, to take this burden off the city's shoulders. We understand you have a lot on your shoulders right now. So with the 12 courts, we will maintain those courts ourselves. Of course, the concrete has reached the end of its lifespan, but we will maintain it until at least the next 5-year plan, and then we can revisit this. But we will do the work until then. Thank you very much.
Yeah, certainly something we'll talk with Tim about and Keto, and yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, and then next up under the reports, D2, we have the Tim's Strategic Goals 2025 update.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Tim Street, Director of Bloomington Parks and Recreation. In your board packet this evening is a periodic update on our strategic goals for 2025. These are the last goals that were part of our 2020 to 2025 master plan. You'll recall that a year or two ago, we started scheduling just regular updates on the goals, status updates, things like that to give to the board. This is just one of those moments. So as you review, if you have questions on it now or you want to reach out in the future with questions about what's on there, I'm happy to answer that. We, of course, don't yet have any type of 2026 strategic goals that are formally written. Of course, we have ideas and things we're working towards, thinking about as part of our master planning effort, but those are going to come this winter, considering all of the community input, the community needs assessment, and everything that is going into that.
Questions about this strategic goals update?
So there are, Tim, thank you for the information. So there are 5 that are incomplete and 9 that are not, no longer applicable.
There were 9 categorized in there that either because we've had staffing turnover, for example, our natural resources area, there were some goals in there that were kind of tied to Steve, and Steve retired. We had a gap. Now we have Mary. Some of those goals we've said we're no longer going to plan to complete those this year. They're no longer applicable. So that may be something that we revisit for 2026. The vast majority of them are either complete or somewhere along the way towards being complete.
Okay. All right. Jim, do you have any questions about the goals update?
I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, appreciate the update. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Looks like good progress so far. All right, and then in section E, if we have any other public comment this evening, either online or in person, you can step up to the podium.
Anyone online would like to make a comment, please raise your icon, hand icon. Reese?
No? Okay. All right, and then back to you, Tim, for any other announcements.
Sure. I will stay here to give you a few closing remarks and updates on things that are going on in the department. I want to thank the Pickleball Club for being here tonight and making comment. We appreciate the good information you've brought. Obviously, we've been riding a big retirement wave these last years, and Becky managed to retire and sneak out without getting recognized at Park Board, we realized, because there was no June meeting. So we miss her, and of course, want to formally recognize Leslie stepping into that role. We're really excited to have Leslie as our Rec Division Director. I want to give a shout out on one particular agenda item this evening, and that was the Banneker front steps. That was a lot of work from Kevin and Sean to get this DNR grant, to find a historic architect, and many thanks to Doug Bruce locally, who has helped us out with the necessary plans. We would not have been able to get the grant and get the funds without him. And the good news is Banneker also has received a Black Historic Preservation Fund grant that we're going to use for facility repairs next year. The Parks Foundation golf outing was yesterday and was a big success, so thank you for everybody who helped support that. We presented our Parks General Fund budget to City Council this week, and we'll bring that up. While, of course, the City Council is the body that approves that budget, we always bring it to Park Board as well, so you can see it and consider it as you approve the non-reverting budget. We will bring that to you in a coming month. Just an update on master planning, where we are with that. We have our next site visit determined to be October 7th and 8th. We will come back. We will do a provider workshop with people who provide similar services to Parks and Rec and leisure industry. And we will have a community workshop and a Park Board update meeting on where we are in the process. And then, as mentioned, this winter we will take all of the community input, focus groups, data, questionnaire, survey, all of that. We will put that together to help us make some really important strategic choices about where we're heading in the midst of some certainly tighter budget times to come in terms of our general fund and property tax revenue. So last few things coming up. It's the last weekend for the pool. It's Labor Day, so the spray pad will continue for a little while yet, but preparations are already underway at the ice arena. Glow Week is coming up the third week of September. Tuesday Market continues at Hopewell Commons and has been great this year. And I think that's all I had. Our next meeting will be, Kim, do you happen to have that? September 25th at 5 p.m.
All right, okay, great. Thank you for those updates. It'll be chilly there for that last pool weekend, but all right, and with that, I'll adjourn the August meeting of the Bloomington Board of Park Commissioners. Thank you, everyone.